Yeah, g'day. Welcome to the Field of Streams, where I, your host, Janine McRae, bring you the tiny thoughts that stream from my brain and present them to you as though they are some kind of exotic fruit, grown only in one place on the earth, but flown in specially, just so you can take a bite and let the juice dribble down your chin like a damn toddler. Messy. Now, I can't promise you much with these weekly nibbles, but I can promise you this. I won't keep you long. This little ramble was inspired by an article that had the headline, Mystery Tree Beast Turns Out to be a Croissant. Or croissant, depending on how you say it, I guess. Evidently someone reported an animal lurking in a tree, but it turned out to be a pastry. Such a weird story. This post is all about monsters being in your head and how they're not what they appear to be and why you shouldn't be afraid of them and such, and things like that. Basic premise. What's stopping you from making the thing? So without any further waffling, here is the post, A Layperson's Guide to Fighting Tree Beasts. Right now, it is the perfect, sublime, magnificent thing. You can't believe it's even in there, in your head, just waiting to emerge. Look at it. The omness of its countenance is to be revered and sung about. The silhouette of its form stuck on a damn t-shirt or something. And to think, it chose you. It simply appeared one day, poof, out of the murky sludge of your brain box and started hovering right there in your idea vestibule. Oh, vision of visions, a single thought of supreme possibility. Shh, listen. It's actually humming softly like a contented sigh tuning fork, struck firmly and vibrating its whispered chorus in your thought halls. Set me free, let me live. Set me free, let me live. You go and clean the kitchen. After that, you watch YouTube videos about van life for an hour. Days pass. This perfect thing is still there, but you won't look at it directly. You do nothing. You don't sit at the desk. You don't put fingers to keys. Nothing. Procrastination and fear get hitched and honeymoon in your head. On a Tuesday, you clean medicines from the bathroom cabinet with expiry dates in the early 2000s. Because what if this beautiful idea, an idea which currently exists in its most perfect manifestation, emerges from the darkness of your brain as pure dread on legs? Executed by the ham-handedness of your ability, it is grotesque, smudged, and sticky, a hideous representation of a once sexy dream, now a horrendous tree beast. It looks nothing like that magnificent thing in your head at all. Not at all, at all. There's the fear, the idea-stopping fear, the terrifying tree beast of your creative nightmare. Procrastination is one thing, but to be frightened into inaction is crippling. Fear seals up your idea vestibule, leaving the potential of that idea to die in the dark. R.I.P., beautiful one. Execution. I've heard this word throughout my creative life. How was the idea executed? How many executions of the concept would you like to see? There was something lost between idea and execution. For things to live, it seems, some things must die. If you're lucky, it's just the budget, but the word execution is usually in reference to the finished product. Perhaps another way to look at it should be, how much of you died in the creation of this piece? Sounds harsh, but it's not always a bad thing. Because in the act of being brave enough to put it out there, some parts of you will possibly, sometimes quite necessarily, die. It can be humbling, but it can also be exhilarating. Egos can be reshaped in positive ways. Alternative viewpoints can alter the direction of an idea and make it better. Gaps in your artistic capabilities can be identified and worked upon. Bad ideas will die natural deaths, and your criticism troll defences will begin to grow a hardy exoskeleton to serve you well in your creative life. Things will fail, you will survive, and from time to time that beautiful vision will turn out exactly the way you saw it in your head, and let me tell you, you will feel like a god when that happens. But there is nothing without the start. Sit at the desk or easel or piano or wherever your creative coalface may be. Fight the fear and remember that sometimes the horrific tree beast is just a croissant, and anyone can fight a croissant. And there you have it, this week's episode. I hope you'll come back for more. These little missives are designed to inspire creative folk to get out and make something on their own. If you do enjoy my writing, please be sure to subscribe to the Stream newsletter at janenemccrae.substack.com. And until next we meet, love what you love, and I'll see you out there making stuff.